Show starts in 5 minutes.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go! Show starts in 3 minutes.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
It's 2 minutes till showtime.
Popcorn, candy, ooh, hot dog, popsicle. Oh boy, banana orange.
Show starts in 1 minute.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Here's a new taste treat. The corn dog. Plump, juicy wieners are dipped in a thick, golden Southern-style corn batter that seals in all their freshness and flavor. If you like hot dogs, you'll love corn dogs. Everybody does. Try a corn dog with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment corner now. Corn dogs.
Broadcasting live from beautiful Union City, New Jersey. This is your movie quiz for Wednesday, July 27th, 2022. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the movie quiz. I am your host, Chris Mann Nelson, and in just a couple of minutes, you and I will be embarking together on a trivia odyssey through 34 questions and puzzles all about film. It's going to be an awesome time. If you are joining us for the first time ever and you have no idea how this works, this game is completely interactive. All you got to do is head to this website right here, play.themoviequiz.com. Especially do it if you were playing Meredith and Peter's game. This is where we use the same Twitch feed, but this is where your answer sheet will be. You go to that website, you put in your team name, hit join the game. That's where your questions will show up. That's where you'll put in your answers, and you can actually win the game. It's a completely free game to play. We do rely on donations, the kindness of your heart to helps keep it going. Just a couple bucks per player per game goes a long way, but it is completely free to play. Before I bring out our guest, we've got one guest tonight, and he's fantastic. I'm very excited to have him back. He's a friend of the show. I do have to say, this one is for real here, gang. I have to say to somebody in our audience tonight, our two-time defending champion, happy birthday, Ryan. It's an actual real happy birthday, Ryan, tonight. It is Ryan's actual birthday tonight. It's not a joke. It's the real one. So congrats on making your meme into a reality, Ryan. So once you have gone to the website, logged in, wished Ryan a happy birthday, you will be playing against our special guest tonight. He's been here many times before. He's won the game before. Please welcome back sexy boy Mark Vigeant is
Hello, it's me, sexy boy Mark. You all thought it was Yoni.
We all thought it was Yoni as Barbara Walters, but it was actually sexy boy Mark. So happy birthday, Ryan, in the chat here.
Happy birthday, Ryan. Happy birthday, Ryan.
That Mark, I gotta say, that is a very sexy stash you got going on. Is that a new?
This is a new development. I gotta say thank you. First of all, thanks for the kind words, Chris. I'm always happy to be here. It is a new stash. I was even thinking before you said that. Wow, Chris and I did the pre-show tech thing. And he didn't mention my mustache.
Well, I wanted to save it. I saw it on Instagram today. I saw you posted something on Instagram, and I
spoiler alert! This guy's posting on Instagram.
He is. It's what's your handle, Mark? We'll throw it.
It's Mark_Vigeant. Because there's a. Okay, here's what pisses me off. Okay.
Yeah, you got that? Snagged it from you. I'm
Mark Vigeant everywhere else. I'm Mark Vigeant on fucking Truth Social. I'm Mark Vigeant everywhere. I'm on every platform. I'm Mark Vigeant.
You're on Truth Social?
Actually, I think I changed my name to I Love Piss. Every time I remember I have Truth Social, I just tweet about how much I love piss.
Oh,
or actually, no, I truth it. That's what they call it.
So let's while you all wonder, marvel at Mark's amazing stash, let's throw this game. We're throwing this game into in-game mode because I know it's coming. I wish I could have made it come out of the mustache. I wish I could have lined that up. That would be like if it was part of your mustache and it came to life.
It is in-game stash.
So before we get going, this season, as we've done for the last couple seasons, we have double points games. They don't count double for the night, but they count double for the season. You get to do it once a season. Tonight's theme is sports. We're going to be talking about sports movies, athletes in movies. We're going to be covering all things sports. This is our Rehashimon season. where we're revisiting some old categories. They've getting rewritten, remixed. There is a brand new category or two tonight that I wrote for this week's game. There's some new content. So let me know if you want to make tonight a double points game for the season. And once again, it won't count. Just type yes or no. It won't count tonight. Like if you get 40 points tonight, you'll get 40 points for the night, but 80 points for the season. All right, we've got a handful. We got about 5 teams doubling down tonight. So that's pretty exciting. That's pretty good. All right. So before we jump in, let's go over just a couple of quick ground rules. Number 1, no cheating. Don't cheat. Don't look anything. Mark will be so angry if you
I will
cheat.
peel this mustache.
You throw it like a throwing star, and it'll come right
Who
back.
throws a mustache? Honestly.
Number 2, don't put answers in the chat. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, go to the website that's scrolling by and that little ticker down there, play.themoviequiz.com. Join us. Play. Number 3, you can change your answer before time runs out. Also, spelling doesn't count, and last names are fine. And last but not least, very important, don't forget to hit submit, even on multiple choice. You got to hit the submit button. You'll see a little bit of black text that'll tell you what you typed, what you selected. That's how you know that your answer got to me. Mark, are you ready?
I'm fucking ready, baby. My team name is Birds Ing Rule.
Birds fucking rule? Yeah.
Because they do. And I'm just going to apologize in advance. I got a mechanical keyboard, and it's going to just fuck with everybody's heads. Because that's the kind of game I play.
Mark, you've been on the show enough. We know how loud your keyboard is. We know it's a very loud keyboard. It fills the air though. It fills the any dead air with clacking. All right, so let's jump into our first round of tonight's game. It's a Q&A round. It's first appeared in game number 47 on that should be November of last year, November of 2021. It's called Real Teams on Screen. It's all about real sports franchises appearing in film. So there's an old round that's slightly rewritten, I think. I can't remember how much rewriting I did on it, but here we go. Let's jump in. Question number 1. Starting off easy. We like to start off slow, get you eased into the game here. Question number 1. In this Best Picture nominee, wide receiver Rod Tidwell looks to renegotiate his contract with the Arizona Cardinals with the help of this title character. So name the title character, name the movie.
Don't
overthink it, Mark.
Okay. I'm going to submit an answer. Okay, it's a Best Picture nominee. The Arizona Cardinals, they play football.
They do.
Are they still real?
Yeah, they're real.
Okay, I love them because birds fucking rule, my man.
Fucking rule. You must love every bird related. Mark, what did you put? Because most people got this right. What did you put?
I wrote not Rudy.
Well, I mean, by omission, you're correct. But
Thank you.
It's Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Rod Tidwell is Cuba Gooding Jr.
I've been wanting to watch that movie because ever since Top Gun Maverick, I've decided it's time to watch Tom Cruise movies.
You're a cruise guy now?
I'm cruising.
You're cruising?
I want to cruise because let me tell you something. If you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, you should.
That's what
it's
I heard.
It's a movie that just makes you feel like, damn, planes are fast.
I think now that I've got some COVID immunity from getting sick, I think maybe I'll go see Top Gun Maverick. All right, question number 2 is a multiple choice question. Don't forget to hit submit. Make your selection and hit submit. The first 2 Major League movies focus on misfit players for the then named Cleveland Indians, but for the third film, Back to the Minors, the remaining cast was inexplicably in the farm system of what other AL Central team? Is that the Detroit Tigers, the White Sox, the Chicago White Sox, I don't know why I left off their name, the Minnesota Twins, or the Kansas City Royals?
Wow. I'm going to go ahead and say I've never seen any of these movies, but I do think I will win. I know I'm in a dead heat for 14th.
Well,
But
Mark, I will say, watch Major League One. Major League One is awesome.
I'll watch Major League One, and I'm hearing from Jimbo Tutt that Jeremy Maguire should be out on digital video disc soon. So
that's exciting. That's thrilling news because I've worn out my VHS of it. All right, so for some reason in the third movie, they got like a lot of the same. No Charlie Sheen, no Tom Berenger, no Wesley Snipes, but they all end up in the Twins farm system. They all end up for no reason. Alex is gonna drop $40 on the Jerry Maguire. But I mean, Mark, I've heard about this digital video disc. It's got interactive menus and a trailer. It's got a trailer on it.
I'll tell you, we got a DVD player. The first 2 DVDs we got them both at the same time. Chris, you get one guess, and I think you could nail it.
Can I get the year? Can I get the year that you bought them?
It was the year that DVD came out to the market. We were early adopters to the DVD scene.
Yeah,
there weren't many.
I bought 2 at once in 1999. My 2 were Dogma and Being John Malkovich.
Those are great. I'm proud of you for buying those 2 movies.
Alex,
the ones I got.
Powers. That's a good guess.
That's close. You're close. At Ocean's 11, you're a little bit farther, Ryan. It was Weird Al's music videos on DVD, The Essential Weird Al and Mars Attacks.
Oh my God, Mark, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, question number 3. The MLB's Angels have been in the same stadium for over 50 years, but they've changed their geographic name several times. Which name was the team playing under in 1994's Angels in the Outfield? So these are all real names that the team has had. They've never moved, but they've keep changing their name. Were they Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, the Anaheim Angels, the Los Angeles Angels, or the California Angels? Which one of those were they in the Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Christopher Lloyd joint, Angels in the Outfield?
Well, and if you watch the Angels nowadays, they suck. But they have the generational talent, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, that's right. They do have Ohtani. Mark lives in LA. Mark, I know I see like everyone posts pictures from Dodger Stadium. Does anyone ever go down to Anaheim to see the Angels?
I've been meaning to. I want to see Shohei pitch before he's traded. Because he certainly will be. He probably wants to be on a team that wins games. But I live literally next to Dodger Stadium, so it's difficult for me to go to a baseball game.
Driving like 45 minutes down to Anaheim.
It's like an hour away, yeah.
So at this time, I actually did post a hint today that should have shown you. I posted on my Instagram that they were the California Angels. If you looked at my Instagram today, you'd see Joseph Gordon-Levitt with the CA hat, the old school.
Wow.
They became the Anaheim Angels when Disney bought the team, and Disney was trying to appease the city of Anaheim. All right, question number 4.
That's some good trivia there. Talk about monopoly on entertainment.
That's their town, baby. All right, question number 4. Big Fan. The film Big Fan features a well-received dramatic turn from what comedic actor starring as Paul Offiero, a Staten Island man with an unhealthy obsession with the New York Giants? I should say, let me amend this and say comedic actor and stand-up comedian. Hopefully that might help you.
Oh, well, you just threw me off my guess. I should have
added that in the actual text, so I'm amending it.
Oh, I'm gonna. What's his name? Okay, I changed it. I originally had one, and then you.
That throw you off?
You threw me into a different world.
I put you in a different sphere. So this one, a couple people guessed Pete Davidson. That's a good guess, but this movie is older. Pete Davidson was like 15, I think, when this movie came out. It's Patton Oswalt plays the
Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, Big Fan it's a good movie. It's a real micro budget It's
Wow.
a good one. I recommend it. All right.
I'm a big fan of sports movies, as evidenced by I'm in a dead heat for 17th right now.
There's so much more game to play, though, Mark.
Yeah,
There's
there
so
is,
much more happening. Question number 5. The 90s were full of Die Hard ripoffs, including what movie, what Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, where the muscles from Brussels takes on terrorists at a Penguins Blackhawks Stanley Cup Finals game? Was that movie called Sudden Death, Power Play, Fire and Ice, or Face Off?
Okay, so I saw this.
You saw this movie?
Or I think I only saw this scene.
Like, you seen, like, the finale of this movie?
Yeah.
It's
okay.
It's a pretty good as far as like the Die Hard ripoffs go. I'm trying to think of like what the best. None of them are great, but like as far as like the scenario, like a sporting event is a good Die Hard scenario, I think.
So I changed my answer at the last minute because I recognized the title, and I think I fucked myself. But please, Chris, tell me what's the right answer.
Let's reveal it. Let's find out if Mark fucked himself. Did you put Sudden Death, Mark?
Sudden Death is what I had, and then I changed it.
Oh no, you did the thing. What did you go to?
Face Off.
You went to Face Off, but their Face Off is there. It would be unlikely that there would be 2 Face Offs. I guess.
See, I was like, it was from a period of time in my life, you know, that phase in life where you live with like 15 other dudes in a cheap apartment and you're all high all the time.
Sure.
That I blended in. I know I saw Sudden Death and Face Off. Couldn't tell you a single detail.
At a similar time. Yeah, these are all Face Off's the only other real title that are in here. These ones I just made up. With Fire and Ice, I think would be a pretty good title for a hockey
for a George R.R. Martin.
Yes,
hockey movie.
A Song of Ice and
Thong of Ice and Fire, my dude. Yeah. That's my shit, dude. I fucking love.
Dude, you just write it. Just write it.
Sex.
Write a parody book, a sexy parody book.
I'm just hold on. Let's look it up. A Thong of Ice and Fire.
I'm sure it exists. All right, question number 6. In 2002's Like Mike, a kid becomes a pro basketball player thanks to a magical pair of shoes where he takes the court against all of these real-life NBA players, except which one? Which one does he not play against in this movie? Vince Carter, LeBron James, Allen Iverson, and Jason Kidd. So pick the one that Little Bow Wow does not play against in Like Mike. They used all real teams in these. They I won't say who because that might give away the answer, but they used all real teams, but the team that the kid played for was fake. They used a made-up team called the Knights, which then became a hockey team, the Golden Knights. All right, so this one, Mark, did you? I know you follow basketball.
Basketball, I got into this last year, and so my assumption is that it's got to be LeBron James since he was not really playing basketball at that time.
That's right. He was still in high school in 2002. He joined the NBA in 2003.
Yes.
So that was your clue there.
I'm coming for you, producers. Birds fucking roll.
Mark, you're clawing out of the basement as we speak.
I'm clawing out.
Going mustache first. All right, question number 7. A publicity stunt brings the New York Rangers to what titular small town to square off against the local hockey team in a televised game in a 1999 film? So what's the name of this town? That's the name of the movie that the Rangers are in. Do you follow hockey?
No, I don't. I don't follow hockey at all. I love live hockey games. As a Boy Scout, one of the things we did to raise money was we ran concessions at Yale hockey games, and that was fucking sick. I love college hockey in those old arenas where, you know, it feels like you're going to die when they hit the glass.
Yeah, it's just very immediate. Let me just make sure everybody's getting their points.
Okay, I submitted. My answer was Manchester by the Sea.
You're off. You're on the wrong end of the globe, basically. Wrong side of the country. It's in
Really?
Alaska. It's Mystery Alaska. Mystery Alaska is the name of this movie.
No way.
Mike Myers was in this movie, but it's not a comedy, I don't think. I don't remember. I don't think I saw it. All right, and your last question of round number 1. It's a multiple choice. The 1996 comedy Eddie starred which Oscar-winning actress as a New York Knicks superfan who becomes the head coach of the team? Was it Whoopi Goldberg, Kathy Bates, Marissa Tomei, or Halle Berry?
I mean, okay.
Mark, you're a New York Knicks superfan, aren't you?
Well, okay, so I did just become, the New York Knicks are my second team. They're my East Coast team. I'm a Clippers fan.
Okay.
And I do want to just shout out someone in the comments, Sustained, says that the Yale Whale is a beautiful rink, and I agree. It's called the Yale Whale.
That's great.
How dope is that? Because
That
it's
is cool.
the roof of it is like shaped like a whale, because the biggest industry in Connecticut when Yale was built was whaling.
Yeah. Well, I guess there was also
Hartford
there used
Whalers.
to be
The Hartford Whalers.
Hartford Whalers. Mark, you're
And
from
this was-
Connecticut.
That's
Yeah.
right. The Hartford Whalers, their song whenever they got a goal was dun 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 dun.
They became the new Winnipeg Jets, I think. Someone
I do believe you're right. I do think you're right.
Yeah, I think the Jets moved, the original Winnipeg Jets moved, and then the Hartford became them. Is that the Hurricanes? You're right.
Yes, they became the Hurricanes. And let me just say, now that we have all this context, this one of the most surprising facts about Connecticut is that its state mammal is
The whale.
the sperm whale.
Hey.
Nobody ever gets that because all
Well, it's a
state
mammal,
mammals are
yeah,
like
it's
a
a
raccoon
mammal.
or a chipmunk or some bullshit.
Well, let's
Our
reveal
state
this
mammal.
answer. Almost everybody got this right. You remember the
It had to be Whoopi.
It's Whoopi.
It had to be
Goldberg
Whoopi.
Was Eddie. All right, let's take a look at your scores and standings after one round here. Let's start with the sevens. We got 19 teams tonight. That's awesome. Let's start with the sevens. Everybody is in this game though. There's plenty of game left.
Let's start with the sevens.
Let's start with the sevens. We got the Oslo Conditions, Sterling Cooper, Roland Dilly Betts, Avis and Bobo, Who Owned the Chiefs, and the producers coming out of the gate with a perfect 8. Amazing. Nicely done. Mark, how you feeling after? I know you started a little rough. But you feeling
Hey,
all right?
you know, I'm in the 2s. It's me and Merle Swaggart over here. We're neck and neck at 15th, and I'm feeling good. I just found an Adobe Lightroom photo collection called A Thong of Ice and Fire, and it's
There
just
you go. So you're
sexy
nice-
photos from a Game of Thrones themed burlesque show.
Well, even if you don't do that well in the game, your night is not a total loss.
That's
So
right.
here we go into round 2, which is your picture round. This is a brand new round. It's not a Rahashimon round. It's brand new for tonight's game. It's called Sports Movies Off the Field. So what's going to happen? Let's go. I'm going to show you an image from a movie that's either a sports movie or it prominently features a sport, but I'm not going to show you a scene that has the sport in it. So what you're going to do is
Love
for half
this.
a point, you'll name the movie. Half a point, you name the sport that is prominently featured in it. So even if you forget the name of the movie, maybe you can guess. You're like, oh, this movie was about field hockey, and you can type field hockey and get half a point. All right. So order does not matter. You can put the name of the movie in one field, what sport it's about in either one. Doesn't matter.
Chris,
All
you're
right.
so creative. I love these.
Thank you so much, Mark. This was a fun one to write, brand new for tonight's game. Starting off easy in this round, I think. I don't want to presume that.
I mean, you're presuming.
I am presuming I'm being presumptuous, but here, name the movie and name the sport that it is about. Half a point for each. Oh, also we got, all right, I'm catching up on the NHL history. The Thrashers became the new Jets. Thank you, Helsinki. I remembered somebody became the new Jets. Jets became the Coyotes. Oh, that I forgot. Oh yeah, and we've got fractions. These fractions should just be 0.5 though, unless I fucked it up. We should not get like a like those 0.3s that we did one time.
I was there for that, and I do just want to say there is a poster in the back with a picture of a turkey on it, and as you know, birds fucking rule.
Oh my God, Mark, you must love this movie. This movie's about turkey hunting. All right, so this is Bull Durham, and it's about baseball. It's about if you put minor league baseball, whatever. You can be general. I think everybody got their points. If I didn't get you your points, please let me know in the chat. All right, here comes your next one. What movie is this, and what sport is it about?
Oh boy.
Throw you a little curveball already, Mark?
I mean, I so didn't get the first one.
You didn't get the first one?
No, I've never seen Bull Durham. I don't even know what Bull Durham is. Do you look at the old answers? Because I'm writing little jokes for you, babe.
I see all the answers come in. I do. All right. So this one, we got a little bit of editorializing in some of the answers because some people said real football. So soccer, football. It
should have said
like
soccer.
Beckham. This one actually does have the soccer pitch behind them. Most of these I tried to find images where there was no sport, no indication of what sport it was. A couple guesses of cricket, pretty good guess. You knew it was British, but it's actually about soccer or football. All right, here comes number 3.
Oh, I know him.
Hell yeah. My hero here. Love this man. Love this man.
He's in front of maybe a canoe on top of a car.
What, in the back, out of focus?
Yeah, is that a canoe on top of a car? Is this a canoe movie?
It's like maybe it's a half-eaten hot dog that's closer than it looks.
Man, I'll tell you one thing, is that I don't know very much about movies. Chris, whenever I'm on this show, I'm like, fuck, everybody knows so many things about movies.
Ryan says it's a birthday boy. Ryan over here says it's a tow truck back there. Just checking out what this.
It wasn't. It was probably not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
No, it was none of the Honey I. None of the Honey I series. This was Little Giants, which was about
Little Giants.
Little Giants.
Heard of this movie. I've heard of this movie
with Ed O'Neill. It's an underdog Pee Wee football movie. All right, question number 4. Here's
I recognize all these people.
That counts for something.
It's got to mean something, doesn't it?
There is, Ryan, there is a Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. There's no Honey, We Blew Ourselves Up, but there is a Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves direct to video that I tried to show Desmond once because I showed him he loves the original. He loves Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Rightfully so. It's a great movie. But we had to turn off the direct-to-video third movie.
Now, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. That is like the first one, right?
That's
or the second one?
Second one. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He shrinks the kids. Then they introduce a new kid. They have another kid expressly for the purposes of enlarging it.
Blowing them up.
I mean, not in the story, but from a story mechanics standpoint, there's really no reason to have them. Hang on, let me just mark some of these correct. That flipped by the grading. I think everybody's
okay. Was this F9?
This is the Honey, I Changed the Size of the Kids. Yeah, I've done something to our children and their size and their molecular stability. This was an early Dwayne Johnson movie when he was like trying trying family movies and
Hmm.
making. It's the Tooth Fairy, and he is a hockey player. He's the Tooth Fairy because he knocks out teeth. Then he dies. I don't know.
I was thinking that this is F9, and
Yeah.
his character Hatch is
Hobbs.
Hobbs.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs dies,
He goes to
and he
heaven.
meets
Yeah.
that funny guy,
Stephen Merchant. Yeah.
Steve Martin.
Oh my God, that's right. I've seen this. I remember seeing this in Blockbuster when it existed. The Tooth Fairy 2 stars Larry the Cable Guy.
I loved Blockbuster. What an amazing place.
I miss Blockbuster. I used to just when I was young and single and alone, I would just very lonely. I would just like wander around Blockbuster on their Tuesday nights, because if you rented a new movie, you would get an old movie and for free, and that would help. That helped fill in the yawning void in my soul. All right, here comes your.
It's a happy, pleasant memory. Oh, fucking goddamn this fucking movie. Okay,
Yeah.
so I made it
I
about.
realize this has a sports. This is like heavily a sports movie.
I didn't realize it was a sports movie because I couldn't make it past 15 minutes. I watched this.
I've never bothered.
It was the end of last year. I had tried to watch The Love Guru. Ooh,
Mark, cover that mustache. Your stash is leaking. Well, most teams got it right.
yeah, there's no way you're gonna miss this one. It's the most epic disappointment. It's like, what a nightmare. This is the movie that like it was just like, okay, Mike Myers, go away.
It's a pure nightmare. Like, he had already really, for me, and it hurt too, because I loved Mike Myers when I was a kid.
I loved him.
But
we should have known after Austin Powers 3. I went back, and Austin Powers 3 is also unwatchable.
I hated Austin Powers 3 from the jump.
Same.
Years ago. I was just like, I felt fucking like, you know how there's like incel fanboys who are like,
yes.
This new Star Wars movie is like destroyed my child. That I did actually feel like a glimmer of that in the theater with Austin Powers 3, because I
loved Austin Powers, the first one. The first movie is so
new. I 2 was on sort of a downward trajectory.
Absolutely. Chris, I'm right there with you. I loved Austin Powers so much. I'm sorry I gave away the answer here, but this movie is so astronomically bad.
I couldn't handle it.
I've tried to watch it 3 times, and I've made it 15 minutes in.
Have you tried to watch his Pentaveret show on Netflix? Have you tried
that?
I tried like 20 minutes of it. I couldn't deal with it.
No.
It's sad. It's sad, really.
It's about
hockey?
It
is hockey, because it's Mike Myers, and Justin Timberlake plays like a Maple Leafs player in this movie.
I'm up to 2.5 points!
2.5. What a wonderful score that is, Mark. All right, here's this one. Here's this fucking movie.
Oh, god damn. I mean, sure. I'm just having a blast with my answers over here. They're all wrong. I just lit up because I was like, I finally know the movie. It's Love Guru, and I didn't even know it was about hockey because I couldn't make it past the 15-minute mark.
You got so excited that you blurted it out.
And I blurted it out, so everyone gets a half point.
Paul Blurt.
Paul Blurt. Right.
Here it is. This one is this is the original Teen Wolf. This is Teen Wolf.
Oh,
it's about basketball.
I got the point.
I'm a little puzzled by the breakdown here. That 79% of people knew it was about basketball, but only 63% knew. I don't know how that works. Teen Wolf 2 is also a sports movie. It's about boxing, and Jason Bateman is the Teen Wolf in that one. How many years between Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2? I think it's only like 2, maybe 3 years. Believe it or not, Teen Wolf 1, I know this fact because it always shocks me anytime I see it. It's the same year as Back to the Future. Teen Wolf 1 is 1985. So he made he released fucking Back to the Future and Teen Wolf in the same year.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, of course, we're talking about.
Wow.
He's Michael J. Fox playing a wolf. There's Mark's keyboard.
There's McKee's. I don't know, dude. I'm just throwing shit out there. When are you gonna have an episode that's only dedicated to the Naked Gun movies? Because then I have a shot.
I think. Well, I'm slowly coming up with themes for next season, and I'm gonna do a comedies game. I think so.
Comedies. I got okay.
You want to come back for that one, Mark?
Yeah, I think I could place in the top 14 with comedies.
So this was a tough one. This was intentionally tough because Kevin Costner. It's the second Costner of this round alone, and dude does like a million baseball movies. But this one, hopefully, you see Rene Russo in there, and also if you checked Instagram today, I posted a hint about this. This is Tin Cup. This is Tin Cup, which is about golf. Tin Cup is it's fine. I remember watching this on HBO when I was in high school. And it's a good like Sunday afternoon movie.
It's just outrageous to me how many points some of the people playing have.
They're good. They're here. They're regulars. They know.
Y'all know movies. Y'all watch movies and you remember the facts from them.
And here is your final movie.
Oh Lord.
This is also, I put this last because maybe it's a little harder.
I'm just having fun out here, Chris. That's the whole point.
That's why we
do this.
Mark, what do I always say it to all the guests. It's not about how well you do. It's are you and I having fun?
You don't have to be the best player to have the best time. Let's go, Birds!
Hang on. I'm gonna you don't have, hang on, I can't, you don't have to be the best player to have the best time. Hang on.
He's self-producing. Everybody,
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. I got a comment on the board.
You got it. You got a banner, Mark. I gave you your own banner. All right. So this one, hopefully you see LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx and also Bill Bellamy randomly in there.
So Jamie Foxx in there.
They are football players in Any Given Sunday. This is Any Given Sunday, the Oliver Stone movie from 1999. I think everybody got their points for that. All right. So that's the end of round 2. Before we check our scores, let's do our lightning round. It's a quick way to pick up 4 points. I'm going to ask you a question that has 4 answers. Each one of them is worth a point. You don't have to put them in order, and you don't have to get all of them to get points. Any one of them that you know and you answer correctly, you'll get a point for. So you can get anywhere up to 4 points. All right, here we go. Mark, I think you'll like this one. Based on what we were talking about. Name the 4 sports comedies that Will Ferrell has starred in, which center on figure skating, stock car racing, basketball, and soccer.
Oh, wow.
There are 4. Those are the sports. What are the 4 movies? You don't have to put them in order. Don't.
Oh God! What? And now they're all. I see them in my brain.
Now.
Oh no.
On the clock. 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh my God.
Well, Mark, focus on the ones that you do know. Type those.
No, I know 3 of them, and
You can hit submit and then add to it and resubmit too. Make sure you get your 3 points.
I see them in my mind. Here's the thing. These are comedy movies I haven't seen. I don't watch a lot of newer comedy movies because I'm a snobby bastard. All right, I'm only putting the one. I can't even believe it. I know all of them. And I'm sure I didn't
wait,
even
did
get the one right.
you only got one in though?
Yeah.
Hang on,
when I say I know all of them, I mean I can't articulate. I don't remember them. They're in my head.
You knew 3 of them. You could visualize 3 of them.
I can see them.
You can see them in your mind's eye. All right, let's take a look at what they are and how.
It was called Blades of Glory.
So Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Talladega Nights also got you the point. That's fine. That's the stock car racing one. Blades of Glory is the figure skating one. Kicking and Screaming. More people remember Kicking and Screaming than Semi-Pro. That's interesting. And Semi-Pro was the basketball one. It took place in the ABA days of the league. All right, so let's take a look at our scores and standings here at roughly the halfway point of the game. We've got, let me stretch this out because I can't see it. All right, let's in 4th place. It's really 3rd place. We've got How Am I Going to Be an Optimist About This with 17. Just ahead of them with 17.5. We've got the producers and tied for 1st with 18 points. Jumping into 1st place, the Oslo Condition and Sterling Cooper Roland Deli Bets. All right, interesting.
I gotta say,
where did I go? What the fuck?
That was fun. I gotta say, it was. I feel like that last question really fucks with me because I knew all of those, and they were gone to me. But Chris, I had an idea for one that you could have used in your picture round if you ever do it again.
Yeah, please tell me.
A good bit would have been taking a screenshot of Larry Bird and Bill Murray playing golf from Space Jam.
Well, I almost included Bill Murray playing golf in Space Jam. That almost did make the.
That's a good.
Like a little red herring there.
I don't think anybody would actually be fooled, but it's good.
Let's press on to round 3, which is
here's where I come back.
Which is our puzzle round. This was this was an old round. It was in game number 34 in June of last year, but I've actually written mostly new stuff for this round. So this is basically a new round. It's called Title Town, and the way this puzzle round is going to work is you're going to change the movie title by swapping the sports team name. I'm going to show you an image of a movie that has the name of a sports team in it. It's not a sports movie, so this is sort of tangentially related to sports. You got to know your sports teams and know your movies.
Okay.
And you're going to swap out the name for the where they are located. Okay? So like if I showed you this one, change the movie title by swapping out the MLB, NFL, NHL, or NBA team. There's also one that I will accept an MLS team for. As a bonus, not as a side answer. Change the name to the team's current geographic location. So, for example, this movie is National Treasure. If you swapped out National for where the Nationals play, what would your answer be? So, take National out of the title, swap in where the Nationals play.
I was proud of myself because I got this fully correct before we started. But this is the easy one, you know.
This will be a fun one though. I think this is.
I'm having fun, Chris. I'm having fun.
You're having fun. Hang on, Mark. Mark, did you ever hear this quote? You don't have to be the best. Best time. Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah, I think I have.
I think I'm familiar. All right, so yeah, you swap it out. I'll show you the image, and remember, very important in this round, this is what their team name is and where they play as of July 2022. Okay, That's now. That is the current month and year.
So it's not the New Orleans Jazz anymore.
Right, exactly.
Just so you're aware.
It's not the New Orleans, Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, here we go. This one counts. Swap out the team name for where they play. Don't just type the name of the city or the geographic location. You got to add it into the name of the movie.
You got, you're going to give spell check. Spell check.
Oh yeah, spell check. Spell check is holding strong right here because it's
The answer to the example was the Washington D.C. treasure.
the Washington treasure, Washington D.C. treasure. Did I skip over the answer? Did I not show the?
You did. You skipped over the answer.
That's terrible. I should be fired. I should be fired from my own.
No,
show.
Chris, stop. That's rude.
Hang on, cancel me. Cancel me for. I messed up. All right, most teams got this right. You know that this is the Royal Tenenbaums. Then the where do the Royals play? They play in Kansas City, making you answer the Kansas City Tenenbaums. All right, nicely done, everybody. I think hopefully we're. I
think everybody who's still playing, I'm the lowest of them, but that's fine. Okay, so what's this? Wow, he's been in movies, hasn't he?
Yeah, not just
okay.
not just the James Bond movies.
What was the name of that movie that Ryan Johnson directed where he plays a detective?
Knives Out.
Knives Out. I was thinking about that.
A sequel is coming. All right, so this
movie. What the fuck movie is this?
This is actually directed by Jon Favreau. It is called Cowboys and Aliens, which makes your answer Dallas and Aliens. Dallas and Aliens. 58% of teams got it right, but I think we've got some teams not playing, so that might be breaking the curve a little bit. Here comes number 3.
Uh-huh. This answer is funny.
Yeah, I tried to make. I've used this style of round before. Obviously, that's the whole premise of this season is revisiting old stuff. But I try to make them, if I can, sound like they could be a movie. All right, everybody who submitted got this right. So nicely done, everybody. I will call it a social, even though it's going to say a lower percentage. This is Magic Mike, which makes your answer Orlando Mike. Orlando Mike does sound like just a dude from Orlando.
Orlando Mike! He sounds
Mike.
like a drug dealer.
Does sound like a drug dealer. All right, question number 4.
Okay. This is I'm gonna withhold my comment.
Yeah, withhold your comment because
okay, because that's honestly the last screenshot made me think, was Daniel Craig in the Indiana Jones movie? So the trick here is that
his hat's not super cowboy-ish.
The fucking trick here is that the Raiders just moved.
Exactly, and that's why I brought it home, because I am getting Oakland of the Lost Ark, LA of the Lost Ark, but that is not where the that's not where the Raiders play anymore. They play in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Oh no! I said. Oh my god! I'm an idiot. They are in Las Vegas.
What did you say, Mark?
I said San Francisco.
Oh no!
Because I was thinking of the Warriors. I was thinking of the Warriors.
Started in Oakland, moved to LA, back to Oakland, and then to Vegas.
Well, no. So I knew they were in Oakland. And I thought of the Warriors, how the Warriors
just moved
went
back
from Oakland to San Francisco.
From San Francisco.
But you're right, it is
Oakland
the Vegas, because I was even just in Vegas and I knew
Las
this.
Vegas,
I knew this.
Vegas of the Lost Ark. That's the tricky one.
I got COVID
all right,
Vegas.
Here comes your next one. Let me put it up on the stream as well.
Okay. Now I can do this.
You feeling good? You feeling good about this one, Mark?
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
feeling good about this one. Whenever I get it right, I feel like it's so hard not to spoil it.
You're just bursting with pride.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I'm so happy I might even say Yahoo or
So this-
Wahoo.
Yes,
Whatever.
you would, but you wouldn't anymore because that's racist, and that's why this is Cleveland of the Galaxy. This was another one team that has freshly changed its name, and yes, this was the one that it does have two answers. This is the one I said I would accept an MLS answer, even though mostly ML because there is the LA Galaxy. So you could put
Cleveland of the LA.
Galaxy, Guardians of Los Angeles, Cleveland of Los Angeles, if you want. Somebody did put that, and you got a point for it, which is nicely
Just
done.
one.
Just 1 point though. You don't double down.
I'm coming for you, Stallone drinks and Stallone knows things.
That's Alex. So if you wanna just go straight for her. All right, here comes your next
Alex.
one. Nicely done to the teams that knew that the Indians became the Guardians this year, which I really like. I like their new uniforms. I think it's a great name change because
It's a great name change. Everything about it's great.
It doesn't feel too random. Like I feel like I'm glad that the Redskins changed their name, but I don't think that I'm not like what they landed on is just kind of boring to me. The Commanders.
Yeah, don't know. Nope. This is good. This is the Irishman, right?
Yeah, this is the Notre Dame man. See, it would work. It could work. But that if we were involving college. Here, let me make sure that everybody's getting their points. I believe they
Yoni
are.
has to come in as Orlando Mike next week.
Yeah, definitely Orlando. So this one, I included this one because I feel like I am this quite often being from this state. It's the New Jersey Advocate. It's the Devil's Advocate is the movie with Pacino. And so your answer is the New Jersey Advocate, New Jersey's Advocate. However, there's wiggle room in these because of the way that you change the title. All right, question number 7.
Oh.
I actually recently watched this movie.
Is it good?
Well, I mean, okay. There's good and there's good to watch with a 5-year-old, you know?
Yes.
So like and
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, actually good.
Actually good. And even 2 is all right.
I've heard that the Minions movie is Despicable Me good. Should I watch that movie?
And the first one's all right.
There was some headline recently about how Quentin Tarantino likes the Minions. Did you see this? You seen this?
I haven't seen this.
It's like he's got a kid now.
Meredith is stumping for the Sea Beast. I definitely want to see the Sea Beast. I'm gonna do it for a family movie night in the near future. And also Jimbo is making a prediction 9 months out that Minions is the best picture lock. I think he's right though. I think this movie has legs.
I've heard a lot of buzz. A
lot of buzz. Mostly from Minions, but they're honest. All right, so this movie with Jim Carrey, this is Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Yes.
Your answer, Mr. Popper's Pittsburgh. Mr. Popper's
Coming for you, Alex.
Pittsburgh. Let me make sure everybody got their point. Yes, I think they did. All right,
Merle
and
Swaggart
your
isn't
final
playing
question of this round.
Oh God. I mean, I only know a handful of movies that John Candy's in. God bless that man.
I know. Died quite a while ago now.
Yeah.
This is another one. I will say I don't think I'm giving anything away, but this is another one that this one ends up giving you a good movie title in the end.
Oh, I'm vaguely remembering. Shit. I'm vaguely remembering what this is, but I never saw.
Oh my God, John Candy was only 43. Jesus Christ, I'm 40.
He didn't take good care of himself.
My goodness, yeah, I shouldn't be too scared. All right, so this is a this would be another scary drug dealer here. This is Uncle Buck, which the Bucks are in Milwaukee. Uncle Milwaukee.
Uncle Milwaukee.
Come to Uncle Milwaukee. Oh, your parents needed a babysitter and they called Uncle Milwaukee.
But also, I could also see an A24 film that's called Uncle, Milwaukee. And it's like, it's a little bit, it's not what you'd expect. Let's say that.
Yeah, it's a town of uncles.
I wrote Winnipeg Trains and Automobiles.
That was you that wrote Winnipeg.
I was like, I know they're not the Winnipeg Plains, but
Mark,
I'm enjoying myself.
Guess what, Mark? I'm giving you that point. But I'm giving you Winnipeg Trains and Automobiles. Yeah, baby, it's bird o'clock. All right, let's take a look at your scores and standings heading into our final round, our double points round. We have got. Let's start with the 23s. We got Avis and Bobo, and we own this city with 23. We've got the producers at 23.5. How am I going to be an optimist about this with 24? Sterling Cooper with 25, and the Oslo Condition taking sole possession of first place with 26. But we still do have our double points round to go here. So, and it's going to be in the category of athlete actors. Athlete actors. We use this game in game number 17 about a year and a half ago. It was a picture round originally, but in this revamping of it, I am going to describe to you an athlete who shows up in a movie. I'm going to tell you who they were as an athlete, like some stats, or like who they were as an athlete, what kind of role they played, and an extra clue in the movie. So for 1 point each, you name the athlete. For the other point, you name the movie that I'm talking about. That
they're thinking of one, and I hope you included it.
All right. Well, let's find out what we've got. Again, order does not matter for these. Put them in either spot, but name the athlete, name the movie that we're talking about. Here we go. Question number 1. This was the number 1 highest scoring NBA player in history, playing himself, maybe, or is he co-pilot Roger Murdoch?
My guy over here.
You like this guy?
Yes. See,
This
Chris,
guy is
these are the
awesome.
questions. You got to give me these questions.
Mark, I'm currently giving you these questions.
This is the this is the questions I've been asking for, Chris. There's this is a good scene. This is a good film.
It is.
This is a good athlete. So
And
this
he's a
scene.
great writer too. Have you ever read any of? He writes like really amazing, thoughtful essays.
No, I'm sure he does.
He's amazing. He writes like amazing essays on race and like income inequality. He's really he's a great writer too. So this is we are talking about Kareem. We're talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and we are talking about, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're talking about Airplane. We're going back in time here. You've been Airplane here all the way in season 8. It's happening. Oh my God in heaven. 74%.
This scene was the scene with him and the little boy was recreated in the show Winning Time on HBO.
Oh, really?
It's a good show. I like it. It's about the Lakers.
The Lakers show with John C. Reilly. Yeah. All right. Question number 2. The number 2 highest scoring NBA player in history, playing himself, Give Bill Hader advice for dating Amy
Oh
Schumer.
shit! What the fuck is that name? The name of that movie. I remember that movie. I didn't see it. It's called something like that. Oh, he's really the number 2 already?
According to my research, if anybody, if I'm wrong about
No. I'm sure it's. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure based on
when I said already, I meant what I really meant was.
Well, this is an active player. This isn't. He has.
I
been
thought
playing,
Steph Curry may have replaced him by now.
I mean, somebody check me on this, but I'm.
I'm sure you're right. It's definitely LeBron.
Weeks ago, it was true. It's LeBron. LeBron is as of the writing of this question, the number 2 highest scoring behind Kareem, and it's Trainwreck. Trainwreck is the name of the movie. Yeah, one team typed "hot mess," which is pretty close.
That was me.
That was me.
It was hot mess. I was like, it's something so close to hot mess. It was Trainwreck.
All right, question number 3. Hall of Fame QB playing himself, kidnapped alongside the Miami Dolphins mascot. Hall of Fame QB playing himself, kidnapped alongside the Miami Dolphins mascot.
I mean, I'm just going to say it's got to be... God, what movie was that?
Mark, birthday boy Ryan wants you to get the point for hot mess.
Hot mess. I mean, I'm finally in a dead heat for 14th over here with still the drinks and still in those.
Alex is adamant that you not get the point for hot mess. How close are you guys? What's going on there?
We're tied. We're tied.
You guys are tied.
We're tied now. So Kareem had 38,387 points. LeBron has 37,062 points.
Oh wow!
So I was way off when I said that. I was way off when I assumed that Steph would be up there. Steph's got 20,000. Excuse me.
Oh, he's got like half of them almost.
Yeah, no, he's well 2/3. But
all right, so this one, I feel like this movie's been coming up lately in this season. Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
I feel like you were talking. Someone remind me. I had terrible COVID brain fog last week. Did I talk about Ace Ventura last week? I talked about Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber was in last week's game, and Dan Marino is your athlete. All right, question.
I got Dan Marino right.
You got that one right? Question number 4. Disgraced cyclist playing himself gives a pep talk to Vince Vaughn. I feel like the first part of that, you should get the athlete. Probably just based on that.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, although
there's only one disgraced cyclist that I know.
I think there was like another guy who had his medal stripped, wasn't there?
I mean, I'm just taking a guess here. Vince Vaughn was in like every movie for a hot moment there.
This is a top tier sports film. I actually this week I've been watching like old 2000s comedies, like 2000s into the early 2010s.
Yeah, tell me what the good ones are, because that was a blind spot for me. I wasn't really watching them at that time.
Well, Anchorman, of course, which still holds up because it's fine. Yeah, I love it. I genuinely love Anchorman. It got like too quoted and a little.
Yeah, here's my caveat here is that I saw Anchorman 10 years later for the first time, and it was just so built up. But it was good. You're right. It's good.
Oh, Mark, by the way, pardon this crashing transition, but we didn't do any plugs. Speaking of caveat, you have a show.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm coming back to New York the last Saturday of August 27th. Yeah. Internet Explorers. I'm going to do a show all about Tumblr, baby. It's going to be awesome.
Do it. So it's going to be a caveat. So go check out Mark's show. Check out
August 27th, 9 p.m.
Check out Mark _Vigeant for on Instagram for more info on the show.
Please
all right.
come to my show.
I think everybody's gotten their points. Let me know if I missed you. I got a couple of got a lot of answers, and I might have missed something. The Lance Armstrong, of course, is our disgraced cyclist, and Dodgeball. He shows up in Dodgeball. Oh, great question here from Ryan. Mark, will the stash be intact by late August? What do you think?
See, this I
And you make
don't
that promise
know.
right here, right now, in front of God and the TMQ audience.
I think it will be. I think
All
it will be.
right,
I'm
you
giving you a
heard it here.
90% confidence interval.
You heard it here first. It's a TMQ exclusive. It's like TMC, but just nicer. All right, here comes your next question. NBA Hall of Fame center playing titular Genie. Don't get the name wrong. Because if you get the name wrong, I won't give you the point. There's a Mandela effect.
The Mandela effect, which I believed in, and I think I know what it's from. I was just talking about it. Can you see me, by the way?
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. On my screen, it looks like just a loading sign, but this is the.
Oh yeah, no, I can see you. And 27th of August, 2022, you're going to be talking about Tumblr.
With some of the people that are going to be there.
Ryan Broderick.
Ryan Broderick, he's a internet.
Michael Hartney back there.
Becky Chacoin, Dylan Adler, Artie Galaputi.
That's great. All right, a few teams did get Mandela'd on this one.
It's not Shazam.
It's not Shazam. That was a peer-to-peer.
It's not Shazam starring.
It is Kazam. It's Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq. Any of his.
Sounds like some of you were shacked in a fool.
Yeah, it sounds like you fell victim to Shaq Fu. There was Mark? Do you remember the Shaq Fu video game? There was a
no, but he licensed his name out to every single possible thing.
He did. He made hay. He made hay while
he's still making hay.
Yeah, he's making that icy hot hay. Hang on. There's a couple teams that did put Shaquille that got Shaq's name, and you will get your point. Hang on, I'm just rescoring that. Should be good to go now. If you put Shaq in any capacity, you should get your point. All right, so Shaq and Kazam.
Oh yeah, those General commercials.
All right, he's in commercials for the General, like the shitty little CGI car insurance guy.
It's insane.
Yeah, right. All right, question number 6. Hall of Fame shortstop cameo as himself, shot in the leg by Mark Wahlberg.
Shaq was the celebrity spokesperson for Ring, the camera that helped Amazon. Yep, that helped Amazon build a facial recognition system that they sold to cops. Shaq's face is obviously shows up on Wheaties. There's another. Yeah. I think he had his own cereal for a period of time.
Yeah, I mean he's
on the Icy Hot. He's in the General commercials. He's on Inside the NBA, where Shaq and a Fool is from.
I mean, Icy Hot is, I think, Shaq's best commercial work. That's where the like shimmying gif is from, right? You've seen like the Shaq shimmying gif.
I thought that was from Hot Ones, but maybe I'm thinking of the
Mark,
gif.
Great question again from Ryan. He's on fire. He's starting off his new year on fire. Did Shaq have his own? You are the pinball wizard, pinball expert.
He did not have his own pinball machine.
I find that hard to believe.
Yes, the Harlem Globetrotters have a pinball machine. There's a General NBA themed pinball machine, but I don't think this was pinball didn't start really licensing. They didn't lean hard into licensing like active properties, like intellectual property, until the current era of pinball, which is mostly focused on new movies and old rock and roll groups. Like there's a new pinball machine this year for fucking Rush.
What? Why? Who?
It's 2022. Time to make a Rush pinball machine. Yeah!
So for question number 6, your answer is Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter gets shot in the leg by Mark Wahlberg and the other guys. I actually rewatched this last night because of this question. This one doesn't hold up super well. Like the first half hour is very funny, and then it's it just kind of really loses steam. But what's interesting is rewatching the other guys. It's a Farrell McKay movie. And it kind of like the bad guy, it's all about like a Bernie Madoff style white collar criminal.
Sure.
And it very much lays the groundwork for The Big Short in a strange way. It was weird to see because it was like it's just a Will Ferrell comedy, but it shows like Adam McKay like getting interested in talking about those things. All right, question number 7. We got 2 more regular questions before our big finale question. We've got I didn't finish this. NFL defensive end. I forgot to type in what his character name is. It doesn't matter what his character name is. He's playing Guy. NFL defensive end playing so-and-so. He's a former Army guy, and he helps Travolta steal a nuke. Man, this is like when you see when like the AP tweets out like placeholder put name of deceased here kind of thing. You're seeing behind the curtain here.
I have to say, Trivia Meredith has a Tommy pinball machine, and I agree, a classic pinball machine. That one is great. I think you should, Chris, do a pinball movies that have been turned into pinball machines round, where you ask questions about the specific things that are incorporated in the pinball machine. Because you've got the Addams Family pinball machine, you've got the Who, you've got so many Lord of the Rings. You've got.
I mean, you know what that was. Just off the top of my head, Mark, that sounds to me like a picture round. If I could find
that's a picture round.
Like a picture of like a section of a pinball table. Pinball table?
Yeah.
Did you say table?
Yeah, I would say a table.
And just like a little piece of it. We're gonna do later in the season. This season, we're gonna be doing sections of posters. So as a picture round. So that could work. All right. So this one, sorry, I never bothered to look up this character's fucking name. It doesn't matter. It would not have helped you at all. The rest of the clue is really where it's at, which is why I never bothered to revisit it. It's Howie Long. Howie Long, who flat top dude, played maybe for the Raiders. Someone who knows more about football history, let me know. I think he may have played for the Raiders in the old Oakland days. And Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow is a John Woo, I think John Woo's first American movie. Hall of Fame for the Raiders. Good. I feel good about knowing that where Howie Long played. All right, and your final regular question of the night before our big bonus points. NBA Hall of Fame shooting guard, played Jesus Shuttlesworth, Denzel dad. Denzel as his dad.
Denzel was his dad?
His dad. Denzel is his dad in the movie. So he's an NBA, he's a Hall of Fame shooting guard. He played Jesus Shuttlesworth. And Denzel is his dad in this film.
I don't know. Who would
do you know the movie, Mark?
No. Jesus Shuttlesworth? I'm completely blanking. I'm gonna call you out on the one you didn't do.
What's the one I didn't do?
You could have had a question about O.J. Simpson and the Naked Gun.
Yeah, I know, but then I have to cancel myself again because
you can make a question about O.J. Simpson. It's fine. He did it.
I can. There's so many more. There's so many more of these people that I could.
Yeah, but then I would have gotten it right.
What was his character's name, Mark? Do you remember?
If I took a moment to remember it, I only remember Frank Drebin actually.
It's Nordsworth.
Nordsworth. I got you.
Nordberg. The movie is He Got Game. It's the Spike Lee movie He Got Game, which starred Ray Allen. Ray Allen played the basketball phenom in 1999's He Got Game. So we got one last question that's worth up to 6 points here. Let's take a look at our scores and standings heading into that. We've got got a tie for 5th between How Am I Going to Be an Optimist and We Own the City with 36 points apiece. We got Avis and Bobo just ahead of them with 37. We got the Producers just ahead of them with 37.5 in third place. Sterling Cooper, half a point ahead of them with 38. And the Oslo Condition holding tight with a 4-point lead going into this final question. But this final question is worth upwards of 6 points.
Wow.
It's a bonus question. The way this works is I'm going to ask you a question that has 2 correct answers. Each of those correct answers is worth 3 points, so you can get upwards of 6 points. But on the board, I am putting a fake out answer, which if you pick it, will wipe you out to 0. You will get 0. If you pick 1 correct and 1 incorrect, you get 0 points for this question. So if you don't want to risk it, you're like, I know one of these for sure. I don't want to gamble. You can pick 1, hit submit, collect your 3 points. But if you want to roll the dice or you actually know it, click the 2, hit submit, and go for it. So tonight we talked a little bit about an SNL star doing sports movies, and we've talked about athletes playing themselves in movies, and that's where your intersection lies tonight. We're talking about Adam Sandler and athletes. All right. Each of these Hall of Fame athletes in their respective halls of fame, they're all in different sports. Each of these Hall of Fame athletes has just one theatrical feature film acting credit playing himself, which 2 of them made their acting appearances in films starring Adam Sandler. All right, so each of these 3 guys is a Hall of Famer in their respective sport. They've all have just really one credit, one acting credit where they're playing themselves, which 2 of them, though, were in movies with Adam Sandler. Your options are Brett Favre, Kevin Garnett, and Lee Trevino.
So there's the one. Yeah, I don't know what the I even if I got both right, I'm still 6.5 points before the person ahead of me. And you also didn't do any Remember the Titans questions, which I thought.
But I got Denzel in there for.
You did, but Remember the Titans is a movie I've seen.
Well, this was a fun. I mean, this was mostly old rounds that I revisited, but
okay.
I would love to do another sports, like a brand new. Yes, there is an athlete cameo in Mr. Deeds that I was almost made the cut for this question. Yes,
Mr. Deeds.
Leave me alone.
That's good.
I would love. Please get that trending on all the socials. Leave me.
Get it trending on socials. Get it
all right.
trending
So
on the
this
socials.
one, Kevin Garnett is in Uncut Gems as himself. Lee Trevino is in. He's a golfer and he's in Happy Gilmore. Brett Favre, he's just in the one movie. He's in There's Something About Mary as himself, but Sandler is not in that one. All right, so let's see if this shook up our standings in any way. I think it was close. It was very, very close. We've got in. Let's do 5th again because it was really close with 38 points, and we have a 3-way tie for 5th with 38.5. Peanut Butter and Space Jam jumping up there. Passion of the Chris and Marley's Chains all tied for 5th. We Own This City with 42 points, taking 4th place. Avis and Bobo jumping up into 3rd with 43. The Producers taking 2nd place with 43.5, and the Oslo Condition holding on to win the game with 48 points, 2 points off of a perfect game. Really nicely done. Excellent game.
I was also so close to a perfect game. But you know what? Actually, Chris,
Mark,
I had a perfect game because the perfect game is the one that is fun for you.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Mark. And you and we had a fun time. I had a fun time with you. I had a fun time with everybody at home.
Chris, we had some fun times.
Mark,
did we not have some fun freaking times?
Thank you so much, Mark. Mark, also, let's give Mark a hand because normally this is a 2-guest show and they can team up. So Mark was here and Mark was doing it all by himself.
And now you realize that on the games that I've won, it's fully because of my teammates.
It's the other person. Yeah. You got
I've had great teammates.
So thank you, Mark. Everybody go look behind Mark. Go to caveat.nyc. Get yourself some tickets for Mark's show. It's going to be a great time. He's flying all the way across the country to do this show, to come back and entertain you. So, Mark, thank you so much. Let's do this again soon.
Absolutely, for the Naked Gun round.
We'll do the I'll have you on for comedies when we do comedies next season. All right, so thank you, Mark. Go check out Mark's show. Thank you to everybody playing. Had a great time with all of you. Thank you for being lively in the chat. And let's come back next week. The game is going to be about art and architecture. That is going to be next week's game. We're going to have Nick O'Lowry from Antiques Roadshow. He's going to be on as at least one of the guests. We'll see who else we get. Also, happy birthday, Ryan. Wish Ryan a happy birthday. Enjoy. You've got an hour and a half left on your birthday, Ryan. So stay safe. Watch some movies. I'm going to see you back here next Wednesday night at 9 after Meredith and Peter's game. McClunky.